welcome to another special day. Today is the 1st of July. It's the first day of the Petrolhead Tours Spain 2022. Last year, you might remember, I borrowed a Caterham for the journey because my M135i was broken. This year the car is back on the road. Here she is. For anyone who's tuned in because they want to see more Caterham footage, well, apologies, but do come back next year. Welcome back. So made it here to Portsmouth for the ferry to Santander, leaving from somewhere over there, and waiting for the other cars to arrive. The BMW M135, it's now 9 years old and 18-inch alloys with the Pilot Super Sport tyres. These are StopTech brake pads and they are endless brake discs. Also talking about tyres, of course, got the obligatory spare set of tyres in the back. No, only joking, not obligatory, definitely not obligatory, but nice to have. The engine has now got a hybrid turbo made by, it's a stage 2 by Pure Turbos, and added to that to assist with the cooling, which is important when we're in Spain and up in the mountains. We've also got fitted water injection. Interior of the car, well, pretty standard. Got these nice paddles, they're a nice upgrade to have. Couple of mega mounts to put the phones. That's a quick look around the car. Hopefully the ferry will leave on time and I will catch up with you when we arrive in Spain.
making another one? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got technical error. My engine looks like it's gone, so I have to pull over. Got a lot of smoke. Pete, I'm going to pull over. If there's somewhere you can let me know.
Yeah, pull over in here. Miss me. Just further back, look for the smoke. There's a parking area on the right hand side. We're in there.
Recap, my BMW M135. The car performed well until about 10 miles from the hotel, maybe actually a bit longer, about 20 miles. All of a sudden, as I went for an overtake on a straight road, a piece of road, all hell broke loose. White smoke was billowing out the back. It's clearly something was wrong, radiated in, and fortunately there was a lay-by, so popped into the lay-by and called recovery. It was clear it was pretty terminal. Recovery came, picked up the car, so went ahead and booked a hire car. That's what we're sitting in now, Peugeot 2008. As for hire cars go, I'm very happy with it. It's been keeping up with everybody, and one of the benefits, of course, let's go through a few benefits of having a hire car on tour. Tyres are great, brakes, no problem whatsoever. I've been keeping up with everything on the brakes. The diesel, its fuel consumption at the moment is giving me 26.8 miles per gallon. So keeping the fuel costs down. Of course, it's not my car, so the wear and tear, and I'm sure there is quite a bit of wear and tear. It's not my wear and tear, nothing I have to worry about in the future. Other things, well, traction control doesn't switch off in this, but it's not one of those cars. I've not noticed the traction control intervening at all. It still seems to wheel spin if I'm loose gravel. The ABS doesn't really trigger at all unless you're really on the anchors. Gearbox, yeah, gearbox is great, but it's a Peugeot. Sometimes when you're in the middle of the gate, you're guessing. You're trying to go for third, but it could be first, it could be fifth. There's no clue. So a few times that's caught me out, but nothing I didn't expect. I'd rather have a manual. They did say that in an auto when they gave me this car. Of course, I'd rather have a manual just for the control. The centre of gravity on this looks a bit high-sided, but you know, in fact, around the corners, I'm keeping up things extremely well. Most of that is down to these tyres. As I say, they're really clinging on well. You know, it's a whole exercise in driving with momentum, trying not to brake if at all possible, that type of thing. Reading the road ahead, planning your overtakes, lots of things that are good for you. on the climb up to the highest mountain in Portugal, which is one of the main, one of the showcase days, let's say, the Petrolhead Tours Spain, day that we all look forward to, just because the road is so good to drive. The views are stunning. The road's largely empty, and this here is the start of the climb up to the highest point. We've got our sat nav all set up, routes loaded to go. The radio is down in the glove box, but I can hear it, and tyre pressures have been checked. GoPro is switched on, so let's go and have some fun. We've just left the fort where we stayed for 2 nights. Fantastic hotel, and they remembered us from last year, which is nice. Beautiful sunrise, sunset this morning. Took some pictures of that. Yesterday we came off the Portugal mountain, highest point in Portugal, drove back to the fort, and the roads were superb. There was a moment where we stopped off. I had Chris in the car and we stopped off to take some footage. Saw Dan coming by in Tom's GT4, followed by Aaron in his Alpine, and decided at that point to jump back in the car and play catch up. I think at that moment it was when the car, the Peugeot, was up on driving on its rims. I don't think we could have pushed the car any harder at that point, but it all felt very safe and it was so much fun. I'll put a little clip of it in here now. Start picking up the pace a little bit. Just going to drop back a bit and wait for Pete to put his foot down. There we go. Let's see how we've timed it. Not bad, not bad. But of course he's going to get off down the road.
Hey, up we go again.
Get off down the road ahead of us a little bit. At 94, let's grab 5th. Try 4th. Yeah, 4th seems to work. Nah, come on, Pete. Move.
Yeah, David, I think you need to buy one of those 2008, and then you need to fit it with like a twin turbo V6.
I have all the power I need. Okay, let's go. See the power of the pug. Let's get some pug love. I reckon third. Let's go for fourth. Treat ourselves. Flat, 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 flat. Oh, come on, Pete. Let's go, 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 go. Yep, flat, flat, flat. And third. Come on, come on, come on. Flat, 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 flat. Let's go. Let's go, Mr. Driver. Get that front tucked in nicely. Bit of squeal. Yes. Alright, let's try and time this right. We've got the overtake sign ahead. I think if we put a foot down now, hopefully we can nail this. Come on, Pete. Let's go. Right, let's go, let's go. Come on. Spanish plated car, you're much more discreet to police, cyclists, locals, everybody. I'm assuming just thinks I'm a local that's had the misfortune of being trapped and bookended by some crazy guys, British guys in sports cars. But little do they know. Ahead of us we got Donna in his Aston, we've got Mark in his 718. Ahead of that we've got the Duns in the M2 and Aaron in the Alpine. The trouble with this Peugeot is you got to plan so far ahead for everything. If we put our foot down now, while everyone slows for the ramp, got to get that momentum. You can see the issue. It's hard for everyone else to just floor it. Oh, worst case scenario, now we have double lane. But anyway, we've got on the throttle nice and early. Try and make sure we don't lift. There we go. That's flat in third. Should we go for fourth? Probably not. Don't need any more speed, just leave it in third. Just don't lift. Oh, I'm gonna have to lift. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, even braking. Oh no. Soon picks up quick enough though. Down to third, dab of the brakes, get the weight over the front wheels and on the throttle nice and early, and just play with the grip. Come on, come on, up, 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 up. Let's go. Bit of engine braking into this one. On the rumble strip. It should be flat. Yeah, just about. Not quite. Good enough though. Come on, let's go, 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 go! Ah! Let's go. 2022. Day 9, effectively. It's Monday, and most of the group are going to go and catch the ferry. I'm actually going to catch a flight from the same town, Santander. Before we get there, there's about 2.5 hours of driving. Nice scenic route. Pete designs it so you still, even on the last day, you still get your fill of great driving roads. How would I sum up the tour? Well, of course I had the misfortune of the BMW blowing up its turbo in incredibly spectacular fashion. Petrolhead Tour's group were great. They all pulled in. Pete came up, Dan came up, everybody offered tools, but it wasn't a sort of instant that you know, it didn't need tools. They can't be fixing a turbo at the side of the road. It was a brand new turbo. It just must have just been misbalanced or something along those lines. Recovery were pretty good. I was with the AA and they came out in about 75 minutes, so that was pretty good all told. The recovery guy was very good. He took good care of the car, popped it on the low loader, and yeah, and so began the task of getting hold of a hire car, which we did, and that is how the Peugeot 2008 was born. Which it was sitting in now. It's been, I remember waking up on the day I had to go and get the hire car, and the first day I woke up with the hire car outside, and there was a bit of an emptiness in my stomach because it wasn't a car that had the performance, the handling, or anything like that, and I just felt a bit empty. But that was the last time I felt that. As the tour went on, this car has been so much fun. It's been a lovely thing, and it looks good, handles great. If it's got the primacy tyres, or if anything's got the primacy tyres, they have been outstanding this holiday. And of course I put 2 new ones on the front, I think day 2. At the same time got them to do the tracking, and yeah, haven't looked back. They grip and grip, they just hang on and hang on. Okay, outright grip's not amazing, but as you'll see from the video, it certainly goes around the corners more than quick enough. Fast flowing stuff's not bothered by it, and you get such a wide margin, I guess you'd say, you know, of the limit, that it's pretty easy to know. You can do some quite amazing things with these tyres. Alright, thanks for watching for now. We're going to get on and enjoy the rest of this half day, I suppose, get off to Santander, and I'll catch up with you on the other side. So ahead we've got Captain Andy in the Porsche Boxster GTS through this narrow twisty section, uphill. Not the Peugeot's strongest strength, but it's just about enough to get by and keep with the group. Gearbox, of course, is absolutely terrible. It's stirring porridge. You never quite know which gear you're in, and it needs a bit of a shove. It's started to grind, coming down into 4th and 5th now. Yeah, this car's not going to be in great condition when it goes back. It says on the service indicator 12,000 miles until next service. I think that's suboptimum. Although I did check the oil this morning. I don't know if diesel has different type of oil, I suppose it does, but yeah, it was pretty thick and black. Wasn't looking too good, but oil level was good. So what more do you want? Beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day. Who needs 400 horsepower when 100 gets shut the mountain just as quickly? Okay, doesn't sound as good. I'll take that point. Doesn't look that good either. Also, roof doesn't go down, doesn't handle as good. Yeah, a lot of reasons not to voluntarily have a Peugeot on driving tour. Okay, we're past those cars. Alright, so ahead of us we've got the Duns in the BMW M2 with the S55 engine, lovely thing, in white. This car's been very good on its tyres this week, and I really like the non-competition M2s. I think they're great. Having an M135 with the N55 engine, I do love that engine, I think it's great. Revs out nicely, makes a lovely noise. Goes through the bends. Lovely choice of tour car, that one. Duns a great value as well, so that's a really nice addition to the Tour.